Welcome to today's Daily Report Market Analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, Market Analyst at Hantec on Wednesday, the 21st of October. Well, the question I think you've got to ask is, when is a deadline not actually a deadline? Well, it would appear when it's in Nancy Pelosi's world. Her 48-hour deadline came and went, and basically they continue to talk. She's supposedly saying that the talks have been optimistic. Now, over fiscal stimulus, and markets have gone risk positive on that, or seemingly so. You've got the dollar, which broke down below 93, big figure on dollar index. You've got treasury yields, which broke out on the 10-year above 80 basis points. And that has been reflected through markets. Actually, you've got the dollar weaker across the board on Forex majors. Also, you saw S&P 500 trading higher yesterday. Now, that trading higher has sort of turned the market around a little bit, but you can see here again another bull failure into the close, not really showing all that much intent. Now, what we have seen early today was gains on the S&P 500 futures, but again just drifting over, falling back a little bit. So the question mark would be, is this a move that the market is trusting is actually going to result in fiscal stimulus being implemented? Well, European equity markets are not looking especially happy, are they? They're all around about 1% lower, and the question marks are certainly still there. So, yeah, how do markets really take this? I think in the coming days is going to be important for risk appetite as a whole. Now, my chart of the day is the dollar Canadian, but before I get to that, I've had a little bit of data out this morning. You've had the UK inflation numbers. They came broadly in line with expectations. Little core in line, a little miss on the headline CPI month on month, but essentially the headline year on year was okay. And that's pretty much it on the data front until this afternoon with the EIA oil inventories, which are showing an inventory drawdown of 1 million barrels again. And that is pretty much in keeping with how we've been recently, pretty much consistently drawing down on oil inventories. Also this evening you've got or later today at 7 o'clock UK time, you've got the Fed's beige book, which gives its sort of current economic outlook status. And it's an interesting read actually. So that could have an impact on markets later this evening. Okay, so there are a couple of Fed speakers. Well, actually, Christine Lagarde, the ECB president, spoke this morning. Didn't really speak specifically about current monetary policy, just talked more generally about the impact of ECB monetary policy, but no real specifics there. This afternoon, we've got Leo Brainard and Loretta Mester of the Fed. Right, okay, so my chart of the day, dollar Canadian. Now, dollar breaking down yesterday, or this morning I should say, on dollar Canadian, but dollar breaking down generally across major pairs. And you can see that the dollar Canadian is tracking lower now. The oil price is going flat and sideways, so this is clearly predominantly a dollar-based move, dollar weakness. And yeah, breaking down below that 131 big figure area, 130.95. This morning, not yet holding the break, and if there is a closing breach of that, you'd be opening 29.90 as your next move. But generally speaking, you'd still say that this is a market selling into strength, isn't it? You've seen rallies in recent weeks all falling over around this downtrend formation, which currently comes in around about 32 big figure. So there is a little bit of room for an unwind. But I think any sort of intraday technical rally or near-term rebound, I think is a chance to sell. You've got the breakdown underneath 31.45. The overnight high of 31.30 leaves a basis of resistance there. You wouldn't really want to see it back above 32 big figure, which was yesterday's reaction high. And again, that is where the downtrend comes in today. So that's a key note of point. And it would need a move above 32.60, which was last week's high, to really generate a serious recovery on dollar Canadian. But in the absence of that, you'd be looking to sell into strength. So this intraday rebound could be your opportunity. You've got the hourly chart, which continues to fall over, or is certainly correctively configured, shall we just say, under 60 on RSI, around neutral. Is a faltering point on the hourly MACD as well. So this little tick higher is likely to be seen as another chance to sell. You've got coming into resistance already, sort of around that 31.10, 31.30, 31.45 area. And I think that is pretty reasonable sell zone territory for further weakness, further downside towards 29.90 in due course. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today. Click here to subscribe to our analysis videos. Go to our website, sign up for our webinars, and click to watch Trader Talks, our videos that give you top trading ideas.